You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more likely to move ahead by sticking to what he knows and working very hard rather than by taking bold risks or inspiring others. You'll rarely hear him boast. Instead, he gets things done and follows the rules carefully. So he's not just talking big, but his way forward is slow and steady, not flashy or dramatic.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When work troubles come, he feels things deeply and can get upset quickly, sometimes snapping at people or losing his cool. He doesn't bounce back easily, and stress can make him harsh or blunt towards others. He won't quit, but his road to recovery is slower and filled with frustration.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, people may respect how hard he works and how carefully he does his job, but some might find him tough to get along with. He isn't very warm or soft in his words, so misunderstandings or sharp remarks can lead to quarrels. If things get heated, he's likely to argue or lose his temper rather than solve problems calmly.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he will feel happy for you and genuinely want the best for you. He isn't jealous or threatened by your achievements, and you won't see him sulking or competing with you. You may need to ask for more open celebration as he isn't very expressive or playful.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he won't secretly resent you or let jealousy get in the way. He might not be very expressive about his feelings, but deep down he supports you and is proud of your success. He accepts things as they are, knowing that teamwork is more important than ego.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with care and pays close attention to how it's used. You won't find him wasting cash on useless things or making sudden risky purchases. If you want stability and someone who thinks before acting, he's reliable in this area.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and does not pretend to be richer than he is. You won't see him showing off with flashy purchases or acting bigger than his wallet allows. This means less stress about debts or hidden money troubles with him.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind at heart and cares deeply for people, so he will help when someone truly needs it. While he's careful with spending and doesn't waste money, he isn't selfish or mean about it. His way of caring is practical and warm, not flashy.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money matters. You won't have to worry about secret bank accounts or hidden spending, as he likes to keep things clear and well organized. He might be strict or practical with money, but he isn't controlling or sneaky.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and doesn't expect you to handle everything alone. He is practical and fair minded, so he understands that keeping a home running smoothly is everyone's responsibility. You won't have to fight for help or feel like you're carrying the load by yourself.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers instead of just standing around or giving instructions. He's not someone who believes household work is just your duty, so you won't find him acting like a boss while you do everything. When family needs arise, he steps in rather than making you feel alone or overwhelmed.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
When there's a disagreement, he's quick to speak his mind and can get heated in the moment. At first, it may seem like he just wants to win the argument or prove his point, and his tone might come off as blunt. However, deep down, he does care about how you feel, and after cooling off, will try to see your side.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he sometimes struggles to stay calm and may say things that feel harsh or hurtful. His temper can get the better of him, and you might hear sharp words or see him act frustrated, especially in stressful moments. If you give him space, his mood will settle and he's likely to feel sorry afterward.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly, and it's something you should pay attention to. Fast tempers can lead to harsh words or sudden arguments, which make home life stressful over time. You deserve peace and kindness, not just hard work and responsibility.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to say sorry right away, especially when emotions are high. Instead, he might point fingers or blame you in the heat of the moment. Later, when he calms down, he may realize his mistake and quietly try to make things better. But these apologies may not always come in clear words. Remember, being truly sorry means growing together, not keeping score.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he does respect boundaries and understands that no means no. Even if he might not always ask you a lot of questions or talk much about your comfort, he is practical and wants to avoid trouble or hurting anyone. He is not someone to push you or try to guilt you into changing your mind.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He might feel hurt or get a bit moody if you're not in the mood for intimacy, but he won't lash out or guilt you for it. Sometimes he takes things to heart and can be sensitive about rejection, so you may notice him getting quiet or pulling away for a while. If you explain gently, he'll listen and not hold it against you.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and not use them against you. He understands the importance of keeping personal things private and won't embarrass or shame you even when he's upset. You can feel safe opening up to him, knowing he respects your boundaries and your trust.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is steady and hardworking, and not someone who gets easily distracted by other women. His focus is on his family and responsibilities, and he prefers stability over excitement. Even if he's not very romantic or expressive, he values loyalty and sticking to what's right.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or always acting jealous and suspicious. He trusts you and respects your freedom, not trying to control where you go or who you meet. He won't make you feel watched or trapped in the relationship.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective nature is genuine care, not a cover for controlling behavior. He looks out for his loved ones by being practical and dependable, not by making rules or limiting your choices. If he ever voices concerns, it's about real problems, not just trying to control you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as something both of you should share and does not expect you to do everything alone. He values fairness and knows that raising children takes teamwork. If there's ever any confusion about who does what, just have an open talk. He'll listen and work with you.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he often struggles to stay calm and can lose his temper. Quick to get frustrated, he may raise his voice or speak sharply before thinking things through. If calmness is important to you, be ready to gently guide him and set a good example during tough times.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you in your role as a mother and as your own person. He respects your hard work and understands that you have dreams and needs beyond family duties. If you talk openly about what's important to you, he'll listen and try to stand by you both at home and outside.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this is not the kind of man who supports your career now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. He believes in fairness and knows that both partners have their own hopes and abilities. Even after children arrive, he respects your choice to keep working and supports your dreams.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with basic respect and fairness, but don't expect much warmth or emotional closeness. He isn't one for lots of friendly talks or affectionate gestures. Instead, his way is more practical and straightforward. You'll see him doing what's right, helping when needed, and joining family events. But he keeps things simple. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he may struggle to stay calm and can lose his temper, sometimes making things worse before they get better. He feels pressure strongly and may react with sharp words or frustration in the heat of the moment. However, he isn't someone who holds grudges, and after cooling off, he'll try to sort things out.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's practical and fair minded with you at home, but around his relatives, he may expect you to act more like a traditional supportive wife. He understands modern ways and supports your independence, yet feels family is important and doesn't want trouble or gossip. During family gatherings, he might ask you to follow customs, dress modestly, or show respect in the ways his relatives expect. While he won't force you to change completely, you may notice him hoping you'll blend in and keep peace.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension with his relatives, he will support you, though sometimes he might try to stay out of it to avoid more conflict. Deep down, he wants you to feel respected and safe, so he won't openly side against you or make you feel alone. He believes in working things out together, not letting you handle stress all by yourself.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a typical mummy's boy. While he respects his mother and values family traditions, he is practical and fair minded. In a conflict between you and his mother, he won't blindly take her side just because she's his parent. If he sees that you're right or being treated unfairly, he will choose your side and support you.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the kind of man to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He believes in solving problems between the two of you and keeps family matters inside the home. If he ever mentions something, it's more about asking for help than spreading stories.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being with this man day in and day out feels steady and predictable. He's hardworking, careful with money, and practical, making sure the home is tidy and everyone is cared for.